If you recently thrifted a t-shirt and want to know if it's vintage or not, here are some things that you should be looking for. First, find the tag and check the composition. Today, most t-shirts are 100% cotton, but in the 80s, a lot of brands were using a 50-50 blend, half cotton, half polyester. If this is stated on the tag, then there's a greater chance that your tee is from that era. Next, check the stitching on the sleeves. Single stitching was the most popular method of sewing t-shirts up until the mid-90s, and all that means is that there's only one line of stitching securing the fabric, like this. Most modern t-shirts have double-stitched sleeves, but some brands still use single stitching to mimic the vintage look. A physical tag at the neckline is also usually a good sign. Some companies have started to print their tags instead of sew them in an effort to cut costs, but the vast majority of vintage tees have one that you can see and feel. Be sure to check the country of manufacture too. If your tee was made in the USA, it's more likely vintage than not. A lot of clothing was made in the States until companies started to outsource their labor in the 80s and 90s. And finally, if there's a graphic, check for a copyright date. It will tell you when the design was registered, which is sometimes the same year that the shirt was printed.